Let's make some homemade cornbread. It's super easy. First thing, we start with 1 cup of cornmeal, 1 cup of flour, a half a cup of sugar, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and 1 teaspoon of salt. Once you have all your dry ingredients in your bowl, give them a quick blend together so that they're all evenly distributed with each other. Now it's time to start adding our wet ingredients. I start with 2 eggs and I give them a quick mix before I pour them in the bowl. Then it's 3/4 of a cup of milk and then half a cup of melted butter. Then it's time to give everything a really good stir and make sure that it's really well mixed together. And the last thing to add to the batter is a generous tablespoon of honey. Then I give it another good mix and our batter is now ready to go. While I've been making the batter, I've had my oven heating up to 425 degrees. While the oven was preheating, I had my 8-inch cast iron pan in the oven heating up with it. Then I add 2 tablespoons of butter to my hot pan and let that melt. Once the butter is all melted, I wipe down the pan with it, leaving all the remaining butter in the bottom, and now it's time to add my batter. Pour the cornbread batter right on top of the melted butter into the hot pan and get your pan into the 425-degree oven. Let your cornbread cook for 15 to 20 minutes or until a knife inserted in the center comes out clean. That's how you'll know it's done. Once it's done, pull it out the oven and let it cool for a few minutes before cutting so that it won't all crumble apart. You can see I got a little impatient with this because I really wanted to try it. This is the first time I made cornbread from scratch. But when I saw this recipe for this sweet Southern style cornbread and I saw how easy it was, I had to give it a try. There was no way I was going to pass on this one when I also am making a pot of chili today. I mean, sweet Southern style cornbread and a big pot of chili, like they just kind of go together, right? I'm usually a semi-homemade kind of girly cook, and this recipe was so easy, I don't think I'll be making cornbread from a box anymore. Now, the true test is to go find Michael and get him to taste it and tell me what he thinks. I just have to find him.
Bamboo cornbread.
Ta-da! I think that was a success.